You got your blog set up. So let me walk you through what you're going to do next. And again, if no problem if you have trouble understanding any of this, or if you want to meet in person, through Zoom, on Zoom tomorrow, that'd be just fine. Okay, so once you've got the blog set up, you should be able to sign in to the blog. So if you go to edublogs.org, I'm signed in here. Whoops, I'm going to log myself out. Okay. Okay, so there are several different ways to do this, but the simplest, I guess, is to go to edublogs.org here and log in. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to look like for me. I'm going to log into the course blog here, but I have a bunch of different other blogs, so it might not work quite the same way. Let's see. My internet is a little not so great sometimes. I think I may be on the wrong. Okay. I'm just going to go to Bristol. So what'll happen for you is you're going to go right to the to your blog, because you only have one. Mine is a little more complicated because I have so many. So once you sign in, it's going to bring you to the dashboard of the blog. That's going to look like this. Okay, now we'll get to all that in a minute. So there are two faces to the blog. The dashboard is the one that you can access to change anything or add anything, delete things. Any of the changes you make as owner of the blog, you do through this dashboard. You can get to the outside of the site, which is what the public sees of your blog when they go to it, by clicking on that underneath the name. So I was on the dashboard, and then it said visit site, and that brings me here. Okay, what I need from you is the name of your blog, the URL, the address of the blog when you're on the outside of it. So it's going to end in .edublogs.org, and then it'll have whatever you've chosen for that. I need that so I can add your name to the list of course blogs. So this is your class here, Monday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. So I have a few more people that have emailed me. I haven't got up yet. But so once a student emails me the address of the blog, then I can add it here. You can't add it to the course blog. I have to do that. So if you'll email me the address of the blog, the name you'd like me to use, Kylie or something else. Normally I use students' first names, but if you want to use a nickname or something, that's fine. Just let me know. And so email me those two pieces of information, plus you might also want to say Monday, Wednesday, 11 a.m. so I know what class you're in. If you reply to this email that I'm going to be sending you, then I'll know who you are, so that's fine. And then I'll get you added here. Okay. There's a bit about joining a class that we did in class, but you don't need to do that. It's hard for me to show it on my blog because it doesn't look like quite like a student blog. So we can take care of that on Monday, so don't worry about that. So once you've got the blog set up, you're going to look at the assignments. So you're going to go to the course blog, bristolchoose.edublogs.org, and here are the assignments for Sunday night. Again, deadline's a little flexible this first week or two, so if you can't get all of this done before Sunday night, don't worry about it. We'll go over it on Monday, and then you can have a few more days to finish that. So there are 5 things to do. Read the syllabus and other introductory materials about the course. So this information here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at the top above this dashed line is the checklist of the things that you need to do for the week. You don't have enough information here to actually do it because I don't have links and I don't explain everything fully. So if you go down below this, you can see there's one up here, read the syllabus, and then the one down here gives you the information to do it. So to read the syllabus, you need to go up here and click on syllabi. There was a little bit of a problem I had with the syllabus. It works for me. Let's see if it works here. Okay, so I think you need to sign in. Yeah, it wasn't quite working right when I tried in class the other day, so I'll fiddle with that a little bit. Let me know if you can't. Is it working here? Let me know if you can't see it, and in the meantime, I'll see if I'll work on it too. Okay. Let me get back to the blog. I'm hitting this back arrow and it's not. Let me just. Okay, so the other information to read were, if you click on this intro here, there's some introduction. There's an introduction to me on intro, and then the syllabus is there. There's a post on paper versus screen, which talks about writing and reading online versus on paper, in books or on paper, and how you feel about it. And what I ask students to do is go down to the bottom here and just post a short little comment about how you feel about reading and writing on paper versus screen. You can look and see what other students have said. A couple of these are a little bit short, but the main point of it is just to get the feeling of how you do a comment. So if you go down to the bottom here, if you're signed into your blog, and you can tell if you look up here in the upper right hand corner, it'll give your name. If you're signed into the blog, it'll say, like it does here, logged in as H. Pappas, so yours will say logged in as K, whatever. I'm sorry, I can't remember your last name off the top of my head. And then you just click here and post your comment, and then click the post comment below. So that's the first thing. And then there are 2 posts I'd like you to do on your own blog. And if we go back here. So the first one, first there's something I'd like you to read. Read 10 Ways to Think About Writing, Metaphoric Musings for College Writing Students. So this is a link. Green bold is a link. You click on this and it brings you to the article. It's about 20 pages long, but it's pretty big writing and it's pretty easy reading, I would say. Then there are 2 posts that I'd like you to do. One is to think about yourself as a writer and what your history is, how you feel about writing, how you feel about your own writing, what you hope to accomplish in the semester, any particular people that have been influential as you were learning to write, either positively or negatively. Think about the different things you'd written over the years, not necessarily just schoolwork, but other things you might have written. Did you keep a journal? Did you write songs? Do you write letters to your grandmother? Whatever. Emails, texts. Think about the writing you've done. All sorts of ways that writing has impacted your life. I give you some questions here that are suggestions. You don't have to answer any or all of them. They're just suggestions. You can pick any way you'd like to approach that question of writing about your history and attitudes as a writer. About 250 words, that might be a couple paragraphs. Then I'd like you to, either somewhere in this post, I'd like you to make some mention of the article here that I asked you to read. So you can do that either by weaving in, mentioning a couple of the points in the article, 3 of the points it says here in the article, or if it's easier, and I'll change the directions to say this after talking to one of my students. I thought this was an easier way to do it. If you'd like to just do your paragraph or 2 and then put a line or something, and then just have 3 bullet points. where you talk about 3 things that you read in the article that surprised you or that interested you or reminded you of something you'd read about, or some things that you don't believe or you do believe, or whatever, response of some kind to 3 things that you read in the article. So the simplest way to do that is to do the paragraphs separately and then do the bullet points, 1, 2, 3. This is a letter, actually. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. I just thought it was a kind of interesting thing to post. It shows some writing, early writing. This was done by my oldest daughter, when she was about 3. So that's one thing, to do that post. The second post is about a theme. So for that one, you click on this, choosing a theme. This course will be theme-based, so you're going to pick a theme that your writing is going to center on. So I hope to give people some flexibility to pick something that you're interested in. So these are the 10 themes you can choose from. Right above it are listed the 3 main assignments we're going to do over the course of the semester. So what you need to do is think of a theme that interests you, and then think through these different assignments and pick a theme that you think you'd like to do. I will try to tomorrow sometime get drafts or versions of the assignments up over here on the right margin, so that you can get a more complete sense of what the assignments are. And then I'd like you to do a post that just tells me what you think you want to write about in terms of a theme, what general topic you want to pick, and then some specific ideas, if you have them, for things that will fit your theme and fit the assignments here. If it's a little bit complicated, so we're going to be talking about it next week in class. If all you can do is tell me which of these themes you're interested in writing about, maybe one that really interests you more than all the others, or maybe you're thinking about a couple. We'll talk some Monday about the different themes and how you might tailor topics that fit these assignments and the themes. So do a post that says what you're interested in and some ideas you have for things to write about. That would be great for that assignment. And then we'll talk in more detail. You're not committing yourself to anything quite yet. We're just kind of brainstorming here at the beginning. And really, to tell you the truth, the main point of this is to give you some experience doing a couple posts. So these are not a lot of points. It's mainly that you get the posts up and get feeling a little bit more comfortable with the blog. And if you don't, if it takes a little while, again, I'm happy to Zoom with you. So now you see what the assignments are. Now the question is, how are you going to get them on your blog? So you'll sign into your blog. A couple ways to do a post. You can do this plus new right from the outside here. Whoops, plus new. Post here, I'm going to click on. And that opens this where you can put a title up at the top, and then your paragraphs or whatever down in this big box. And then when you're ready to have it show up, you can click publish. Now, if you can, once it's published, you can still make some changes. So, just do the best you can for Monday. If you run into any issues, we can try to get it straightened out. But if you have problems posting on the blog, you at least focus on actually writing those 2 posts. The one that's about yourself as a writer, and the other one is about which theme you'd like to write about for this semester. So if you can get those 2 written and typed up, I don't know if you compose at a keyboard or if you write things out with a pen and then type them up, but get them typed up. And then either email them to yourself or bring your device to class. Then you'll have them ready. We can take care of the blog part of it, how to post things on the blog during class on Monday. And if you have them in electronic format, it's just going to take a second to post it. So we can get that straightened away. Okay, so I hope this helps. Let me know if there's any, if you'd like to meet on Zoom, or if you have, a little question. We could maybe handle it in email. Or I could do another video like this if that would help. Okay, so I'll sign off now. Look over this when you get a chance, and let me know if it makes sense or if you'd like to meet and talk over it. The other option, we could meet Monday after class as well. I have either before or after. I have office hours from 8 to 9 on Monday morning, and then from 12:30 to 1:30 right after our class. Okay, talk to you soon.